EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run with Benson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to him on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll run on first down. Sampson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll try to run with Benson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now they send a man in motion right. They're going for it. It's Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Now inside the 25. Jerry Jeudy. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Murray going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On the move to his left.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Now Murray. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Joe Tryon in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. 3rd and 8.
To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Murray now.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Little. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down. Little. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the turnover, here's Murray.
That's complete to McBride.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
In motion right, that's Wilson.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kick. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, McGill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the 2nd half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Operating from the gun. Little. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking right side, and he's got him in. That's Harrison. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The rookie from Oklahoma putting that one on target. And that'll earn his guys a first down. On first down, it's Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Browns drive about to get started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And bulldozing his way through. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll run with Price.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Little.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. On first down, Sampson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down.
Second and 9 now. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Little.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
He'll try again. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
That's caught at the 2. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. McGill. And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. That time he took a little bit of a shot off the run-pass option.
But you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to draw the defenders closer to the line of scrimmage with the fake inside. And when he stepped back, he thought he might have had that. Instead, they played it awfully well. Incomplete pass downfield.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Touchdown! Marvin Harrison Jr., 28 yards. And the Cardinals have taken a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Little. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off-play action. Little. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 29.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for... He's got him in, complete! And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give left side for Benson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McGill. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's McBride, complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, McGill. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Little. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cards are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Connecting with Johnson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And it is caught downfield by Harrison.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
48 yards.
And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They go play action here on first down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. A CD always a little extra exciting.